Hi, folks. For today, I'm going to bring out an old game that's been sitting on the shelf for a while. It's called Faceoff Hockey. Today, it is now called Hockey Bones. And you can get it on the internet. I'll put the address on the description of the game. I used to play this a lot in the 90s. It is probably the most ingenious hockey game I've come across. I just love how they incorporate forechecking and block shots and intimidation. They do it in a very realistic way. The only negative I have about this game is probably the best designed game out there. So ingenious, it just takes a long time to play. I know for me it takes probably anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes to play, and I kind of prefer shorter games, but this one is pretty good. I've already played the first period. I am playing 1990. So we have the 1990-91 Stanley Cup final. We have the Pittsburgh Penguins taking on the Minnesota North Stars. And right now we're in the second period. As you can see, I guess the sun's shining pretty good. It is 3-0 for the North Stars. Duchesne scored a shorthanded goal at 1:36. Medano and Bobby Smith scored to make it 3-0 for Minnesota. So we're just going on to the second period. You can see this lighting's not very good. So I'll just get started. I'll explain a little bit how to play. And you see, is that a little bit better? Not sure. Yeah, we got the shadow from the light. So anyway, here we go. Second period, we're going to roll the dice. And we have a 6 and a 5. And the way you play face-off, everything is all derived from one chart. So you read the blue dice, then the white dice. So it would be a 6-5, which is a left wing on the home team. So your face-off are all determined from a face-off chart. Your dice rolls are always blue, white, and red. So 6-5 is left wing of the home team. So Pittsburgh's still on the penalty kill. Gordy Roberts had a penalty, so we're just going to finish that off. Brian Trottier has the puck, just going to roll. And again, you read the dice 5-5. So Brian Trottier has it. So we read 5-5, and it would be a D8. So we're going to check the defense. If their defense is 8 or greater than 8, then he's not going to get a shot. If it's equal to 8 or less, he is going to get a shot. And the defense is a 6. And on the power play, you make an adjustment. So it's going to be 6 plus 2, which is going to be 8. And if it's equal, he gets the shot. So Brian Trottier is going to get a shorthanded shot. The cool part about face-off is you can see they have different types of ratings. You have a normal power play. That's when he plays a point on the power play. And his shorthanded shot is the S. So he's going to take a shot. And when you read the dice, I'm looking for a blue die, has to be a 2. The white die, 4. And the red die has got to be 2 or less. If it's over this, such as if it's a 3 blue, it's not in range. So you're looking to get it in range. All these numbers have to be less than what I roll. So here's the roll for Trottier. It's a 4, so I know it's not in range. So I'm going to check off a time sequence. And I'm going to give Trottier a shot here in the second period. And I'm going to go to the goalie's card, John Casey. Never stack your cards in elastics. You get the stuff sticking on it. A 2-2 on Casey's card. 2-2 is star left wing. So the left wing on the other team is going to pick up the puck. And we're going to rotate the line. So Tenorti is going to come out. This are their starting lines. Tenorti and Chambers is the first defensive unit for Minnesota. So I'll just put them out. And Taglianetti's going off. He was on the PK. Francis and Trottier were on the PK. They are going to go off. So Pittsburgh will come out with a line of Lemieux, Joey Mullen, and Kevin Stevens. And here come the Penguins. So you roll the dice, and when I roll, I check off a time sequence off my sheet. I will put this at my play website if you want to get it. That's where I keep all my sheets. I mark off the times here, and I put down the player, how many minutes he plays. I keep track of shifts. So once they get up to their number of shifts, I don't allow them play anymore unless everyone else has got their minutes, and then there's a fatigue factor that you work in. So that's just simply how I do it, and I do it a little bit different. I know people play 2 minutes, they change it. I play it like Stratomatic, so I will leave this line out for 6 minutes. The second line will play 6 minutes. Third line will play 4. Fourth line will play 4. And that's just simply, I do it simply because it plays quicker. And since everything's regulated by shifts and minutes played, it's going to work out. So not realistic in terms of changing shifts, but it's just a much quicker way for me to play. So Kevin Stevens has the puck. He brings it out. We have a 2-7. So a 2-7 is the @ symbol, which is passing factors. So we're looking at a shot if he's got 4 passing factors. Coffey's a +3, Lemieux's a +5. So Kevin Stevens is going to get a shot on net. His range is 2 to 8 normal and 2-6. He is in range, chance for a goal. So anything on the goalie card that has a star or a G at the end will be a goal. So here comes Stevens trying to get Pittsburgh back into this hockey game. We have a 6-8. We go to the card. 6-8 as a face-off. So Casey comes up with a huge save, preserves the North Stars 3-0 lead from the face-off. It's a 3-8. Again, we go to the face-off chart, and 3-8 will be center of the visitor team. So Dave Gagne picks up. Oh, I just made a mess of my little cheat sheet fell. Gagne picks up the puck, center of the visiting team. He brings it out. And we roll the dice. We check his index. So again, we're going to check 3-5 on Gagne's card. 3-5 is a PPS. So that is going to be a power play pass or a power play shot. If they're on pressure offense, it's a shot. Power play pass, they're neither. So it's going to be an interception. Whenever the puck is intercepted, you go to the pass column and you check the number. So the red die is a 5. It's left D. So Gagne lost it over to Coffey, and Coffey picks it up. Here come the Penguins right back. We have a 6-10. So 6-10 is star H. That means a shot if he's on the home team. If Coffey was the visitor, it would have been an interception. Since he's on the home team, he's going to get a shot. I'm just going to mark down the shot. His range is 2-3. Pittsburgh's starting to come on. It's a 2-6, so it's out of its range. The white die had to be 3 or less. So we'll check Casey's card. We have a 2-5. It's going to go to the center. It's picked up there by Dave Gagne. Here come the North Stars right back. We have a 2-3. I check it off. So a 2-3 is a star H6. So star, this would be if he's on the home team and the defense is 6. Since he's a visitor, it's an interception. So another cool thing about this is that star H is a shot when you're at home. So they work in the home and road records into the player cards, which is super, super cool and interesting. So he lost it over to Joe Mullen. And on my sheet, everybody has played 2 minutes. So that is going to be a time sequence. So I'm just going to check off. Gagne has now had 5 shifts. Bellows 4. Gagne 8. Gagne's played half of his, so I got to start watching him. Power play, probably can't throw him out there. Tenorti and Chambers. Tenorti's played 6. He was on the PK a lot and power play. Lemieux 4. Mullen 4. Stevens has played 4. Coffey and Samuelson, that's the 5th one for Coffey, but he has 13 shifts, so he's still pretty good. Here comes the next set. Mullen's got the puck, 5-9. 5-9 is a P2. So a P2 is going to be a pass. unless they got 2 intimidation bars on the ice. And Tenorti has 2, Dave Gagne has 1, so it's going to be an interception. We check their red die, and it's going to go to the right wing. If they didn't have these big tough guys, Mullen would have made the pass. So again, intimidation works very realistically, just like real life. You get scared of the big guys, and you're going to cough up the puck. So Mullen coughs up the puck. Here comes Dolan. He brings it up. 1-3. Just got to check off the time sequences. I always forget that. Star defense is a 3. So is the defense rating a 3? He's going to get a shot. Defense is a 7. So he's not going to get the shot. 3 is going to go over the right winger, and Joey Mullen picks it up. Again, I got to check off the time sequence. Here comes Mullen for number 5. So Mullen, 4-5, is going to be, his defense is a 4. He's going to get a shot, and the defense is an 8. So he's going to lose it over to the center, and Dave Gagne picks it up for the North Stars. Brings it right back out. We have 6 and a 5. So 6-5 is a 7. So we're going to reference defense. And for a center, it's going to be these 2 guys. And then the center, sort of an adjusted rate in the center. So this is going to be a 7. And Lemieux's is 0, so it's nothing there. So 6-5, it was a 7 for a shot. So since it's equal, he is going to get a shot. So Dave Gagne is going to get a shot on Tom Barrasso. There's the shot. It's a 1-9. That is going to be in range because his shot was 2-11. So the blue die is lower than a 1, so it's in range. Go to Barrasso's card, a 1-7. And 1-7, you can see, is a rebound. So Barrasso makes the stop, and the red die on Barrasso's card is a center. A 1 is a C. Gagne is going to get the rebound. We've got to see if they clear it first. So we're going to clear it. It's the second number. The first number is the defense number on the cards. The second is the clearing number. So 5 plus 1 is 6. So you'll go to the chart for clearing. And not sure you can see it. So a 6 would clear on 3 to 12. So 3 to 12, they're going to clear it. And it's a 5. So they're not going to clear it. Gagne is going to get the rebound. 2 to 11. Gagne is getting the rebound shot. It's a 4, so it's not in range. We'll see who's going to pick it up. 3-7. It's another rebound. I think you're only around 1 rebounds. I haven't played this in years and years. We'll just play it as a second rebound. I'd have to double check the rules on that. So rebound is going to come out to number 4, which is the left D. Tenorti's going to get the rebound. Again, we check to see if it's cleared. 5 and 1 is 6. So clearing rating, that's not going to get it done. Clearing rating for a 6 is 3 to 12. So rebound shot Tenorti, but he's a 1-8, so not a good chance. And it's not going to be on net. We'll give Tenorti the shot. And not in range. We go to 2-6. And star left wing means the other team's left winger picks it up. Here comes Brian Bellows. He's got it 1-8. We'll check it off. 1-8 is going to be a shot if he's on home ice. He's not on home ice. I think Minnesota must have had a really, really great home record because there's a lot of star H's on this team. So this will be an interception. It's going to the right D. Samuelson's got it. Now on my chart here, you'll notice that we've used up the time sequences. So we're going to check that off. Gagne, Bellows, Dolan, Tenorti, Chambers, Lemieux, Mullen, Stevens, Samuelson, and Coffey. Now, I usually give them 1 more, and then I'll change the line. So that's just how I do it. It's not how the game recommends it or other people recommend it. I just find it plays quicker, so I'm not changing cards around. So Samuelson's got the puck, and it's a 4-6. Basically, in the end, since I am tracking minutes and shifts, nobody's going to be overused. It's kind of like playing Stratomatic Hockey. That's where I got the idea. Stratomatic Hockey, you play 8 action cards, 7 and 7 if you're playing 4 lines, and I just roll through them. So I do the same for this. So 4-6, it is going to be a penalty. So a penalty is coming up to Ulf Samuelsson. Let's see what type of penalty it's going to be. And we got 2, which is an even number. So even number, number 10, is simply a dash, which means 2 minutes. So Pittsburgh, Samuelson is going to the penalty box for 2 minutes. And it's the first tick after the 4. And so I use the Hockey Bones timer. So we have 4 minutes, first tick after it. So it would have happened at 4:24. So you can use an exact time. There's an exact time chart to get it, but I don't really care too much about the times as long as it's ballparkish. So Samuelson's going to the penalty box. And again, this is where you got to decide who you're going to use. You got to check your minutes and make sure your guys are not overused. Now for this, I will put a little red marker, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be my power play unit in here, just so I remember and check it off. Now, I'm not going to tick off any units for these guys because they only got 1 out of the 5 squares, which isn't enough for a full minute. So now I'm going to bring out my power play unit from Minnesota, which I think I'm going to leave these guys out. I may change sonority. He's already had 7 shifts. Who will I bring out? I might bring out Neil Broughton on the point. He's got 10 shifts, third line guy. So I think Broughton will come onto the point. So he'll use D 1 to 8 for his shooting, not 1 to 9. So Broughton's going to come out. And for Pittsburgh to kill the penalty, I've already used Trache a lot. He's used up 3 of his 6 shifts, but I really don't want Minnesota to score. I try and coach both teams to the best of my ability. So I think we're going to bring out Ronnie Francis and Brian Trache to kill it. Samuelson's one of the key penalty killers. That's going to hurt. Taglianetti and Roberts. So they have defense and clearing. So that will be my PK for this power play. I think I've gone 17 minutes. I'll do this power play and I'll shut it off. I don't like long videos. I'll show you how the power play works and then we will shut her off for now. But this is Hockey Bones or Faceoff Hockey. I just used to love this games in the 90s. It just took too long to play for me, but still maybe one of my favorite games. Just how it's designed is so ingenious. Anyway, let's go to the power play. We have 4:10. It was designed by Bob Frost. Dave Arlington is actually doing an article in ST Patrick's magazine coming up. I just was talking to Dave or emailing him, and that sort of got me back playing again. So 4:10 on the power play is going to be face off. 4:10 center to the visiting team. So Gagne is going to pick the puck up. And we have a 6-8, so we will check off. I'll use red pen for a penalty, just to distinguish it. 6-8 is going to read shot for the home team. Since they are the visitor, he's going to lose it. So it's going to go over to right D. Gord Roberts picks it up. Here comes Minnesota 1-5. 1-5 reads icing. Since they're on the penalty kill, there's special units for icing. Where's my little cheat sheet here? You got to roll another die. I have a bunch of little cheat sheets here. Yeah, maybe I'll end the video here. I believe I'll have to check, but on icing, since you can't ice the penalty when you're killing it, you're going to roll another die, a 6-sided die, and that will tell you whether it was successfully going down the ice or whether it was intercepted. I'm just going to stop the game here right now. This is Hockey Bones or Hockey Faceoff. Fun game. As I said, one of my favorites, and I just absolutely love how they incorporate intimidation. They also have forechecking. How forechecking works is you're going to get a reading on a defenseman's card. So this one here says PF1, and PF1 means it's a pass unless they have one forechecker. And the forecheckers are the arrows. So you can see Minnesota has 3, so he's not going to make the pass. That would be intercepted. The other thing that happens, I think maybe I forgot about it too, was shot blocks. Whenever you roll a 3 on the white die, the puck can be blocked by the D-man. So they work in shot blocks, they work in intimidation, they work in forechecking. You have an ace on a power play, so good power play people or good face-off people will win draws. Pretty cool game that you can get. Tim Plum sells it at PTGames, is where you can find Hockey Bones. I know I bought it in the past. I'll buy the PDF, but I've heard the cards are fantastic at drive-through cards. Anyway, that is Hockey Bones or Faceoff Hockey. Hope you enjoyed it. It is one of the more realistic hockey games out there. Highly recommend it. That's all for now, folks.